What's up, YouTubers? Red Crimson Gaming here. Yo, guys, I am excited just like everybody else. Switch 2 reveal will be this week, guys. April 2nd. Not April Fool's Day, but April 2nd. This has been a long awaited day, guys. The final days of the Switch 2 is finally up on us. All the complaints about the current Switch frame rate, graphics, and not being able to get every single AAA game will be put to rest with the reveal of April 2nd Switch 2. Yes, sir. Yes, ladies. I am excited. And I know we all are. So, this is my Switch 2 prediction. Everybody has a my 2 Switch prediction video. So, this is mine. And it may not be any different from everybody else. It just very well may be similar to what everybody else, because everybody pretty much is expecting the same thing that I'm expecting, or what we should be expecting. Better hardware, more AAA games, better frame rates, chat, all that. So let's go ahead and get into it though, guys. So what are we expecting Nintendo to show in this presentation? Well, first and foremost, it's definitely going to be a system presentation. Brief talk about the C button function, the mouse function, how the mouse is going to work with the games. They're going to talk about the bigger Joy-Cons, more comfortable, bigger buttons, and they're going to talk about battery life. How long of a battery life are we going to get with AAA games and with indie games? So it's pretty much a given that the battery life, from this from my expert opinion, or rather my expert hypothesis, that of course it's going to have better battery life than the current Switch. That's pretty much a given. I don't see Nintendo going backwards. And also, they're going to talk about other features that they decided to keep close to their chest. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of functions and features the Nintendo Switch 2 will be capable of that the public has no knowledge of yet. So expect Nintendo to talk about those features that they have not spoke about yet. And here's everybody's favorite part of the whole show. It's going to be their favorite part. Games. What kind of games are we going to get? What kind of games are we going to get from the first party and third party? Is it going to be mostly indie games like we have gotten with the current Switch? Is it going to be more AAA games, or is it going to be half and half? Well, I expect Nintendo to have some great launch titles, a lot more third party partners that wants to put games on their system. I believe the system is going to be powerful enough to get majority, if not all, third-party game releases day to date on the system. I expect to see games like Tekken 8 on there, Final Fantasy 7. The list goes on, guys. And one of my favorite games I've actually seen that's rumored to come on the Nintendo Switch 2 is Titanfall 2. I love that game so much. And it's a welcome addition. It will be a welcome addition if proved true that it's coming to the Switch. I'm gonna buy that game, and I would definitely love to have a physical version of that game. So pretty much every game, guys, that's on the PlayStation 5, current and future games, should be releasing on a Nintendo Switch 2. And here's hoping that GTA 6 is going to be on there. Call of Duty is going to be on there. Microsoft already promised that. And they also promised a lot of their first party titles like Forza, for example. And I'm pretty sure they might throw Gears on there. We know Halo was going to be on there. I mean, guys, we can only dream. There's rumors that Elden Ring is going to be on there. Cyberpunk is going to be on there. So, I mean, pretty much, guys, everything that we have now, all the big AAA titles that we missed on the current Switch will be able to run and is going to be on the Switch 2. And there's a lot of games that these developers wanted to bring to the Switch, but due to hardware limitations, they couldn't bring it on there. So they had cloud versions of certain games. The Resident Evil series, for example, Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 were digital games. Like Control was a digital game, and I would love to see those games run natively on the Nintendo Switch with great battery life, 4 hours and up. So everybody's excited. This system is going to kick butt games wise, and not to mention Zelda Breath of the Wild remaster, 4K 60 FPS. That's definitely a welcome. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll finally find out how backwards compatibility will work. Are the whole library of the current Switch going to be backwards compatible with Switch 2, and are they going to be enhanced via Xbox style? I would love to see. I'd be happy if that every single game in the Switch library that's backwards compatible with Switch 2 all see an enhancement some way, shape, or form via better frame rate and better graphics. Frame rate is really important to me. I would have to play all those Switch games that were in 30 FPS and less 60 FPS. I want to see all my Switch games 60 FPS, no less. That'll make me very happy, because people are still buying current Switch games, and they'll continue to do so knowing that their favorite games is going to get an enhancement on the Switch 2 via better graphics and better frame rates. So now that we got the games out of the way, now what else are they going to talk about? They're eventually going to go into pricing. So we'll find out if the rumors are true. Is it going to be $400, $450, or $500? So it's in between $400 and $500. So we're going to really know how much this thing is going to cost. But don't be surprised if it's $500, because of the tariff and everything is so high nowadays. But if Nintendo sells this thing at $400, Nintendo is very, very generous, and they love us, and they can do it because the games, Nintendo moves software and hardware, so they're going to make up the revenue on the back end from the software, from the eShop, and stuff like that. So $400 is quite generous, but whatever price Nintendo dropped this thing at, I'm going to be happy with it, because if it can do all these things the rumor says it can do, as far as a HDR and VR and 120 hertz screen, it's well worth the $500, guys, especially if we can play every single AAA games on the platform. So lastly, what else are they going to talk about in this presentation? What else can we expect? Well, I can expect the release date and when we can pre-order. So after they present the system, show the system what it can do, and they show the games, at the end of the show, they're going to tell us how much it costs, when they're going to release the system, and when we can pre-order. So those are my predictions, guys. How to keep it light. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, man, like and subscribe. And if you have any predictions of your own, just let me know in the comment section. Red Crimson, I'm out of here.